Yo, what's going on, guys? Dark Monster here, and today we're going to be debuting my new series called Have You Seen This? And it's going to be very similar to a Let's Look At or a Quick Look, but instead of focusing on just new releases or upcoming releases, I'm going to be looking at older games, newer games, all sorts of different games. Pretty much anything that's going to be unique enough or good enough or popular enough, but you might not have enough information about it, or including things that are new releases and upcoming releases. So what I chose to cover today will be Paranautical Activity. This just got greenlit on Steam. It's really good game. I've been following it for a little while now. I finally got a chance to pick it up, and a good example of what you're going to see is voxel graphics, or voxel type graphics to be more exact, first person shooter, and roguelike elements. Basically, it's like if you mashed together Minecraft, Doom, and The Binding of Isaac, you would probably end up with this game right here. It's a really cool game. So let's get started here. This is a game developed by Code Avarice. They have the game available on their website, on Desura, and on Steam, all for, I believe, $10. Now, one of the cool newer things that they've added into the game, because this game is currently in beta, it is constantly being updated and constantly being worked on. They're adding more and more newer things. It's a really cool game because of that fact alone. The fact that it's constantly getting worked. But one of the newer things they added was, before you would just spawn in, have the same stats every single time, and then you would get a random gun when you started. It would always be random, you couldn't control it. So sometimes you'd have to restart a run simply because you got a gun that you can't use or don't like to use or don't have fun with. Now they have pre-made character classes. It's kind of cool. So the first one we see here is Gilead. You've got decent speed, good damage, good fire rate, and pretty good health. Then you come over here with a grenade launcher. You get decent speed, really good damage, a pretty good fire rate, even though it's for a grenade launcher. The grenade launcher doesn't fire very fast. And pretty good health. Then you have David Bowie with a crossbow, a very hard to use weapon. You have good speed, great damage, decent fire rate, but somewhat low health. Then you come over to the tank, who's got really low speed, huge damage, tiny minuscule fire rate, but tons of health. Then you have Gordon, who's got tons of speed, really moderate to decent damage, moderate to decent fire rate, but low health. And that brings us back to Gilead. So for this, we're going to go ahead and probably, you know what, just because it's kind of fun, let's do Dynamite. So we're going to load in here, you're going to see the HUD, and you're going to hear the amazing music. And basically, as you see here, I don't rightly know if there's anything that ever shows up in this far left corner or the far right. That may be something for future updates, I'm not sure. But next to that, you'll see my health. I have 6 hearts out of 6. After that, you'll see my armor. And that's basically like spirit hearts or soul hearts in The Binding of Isaac. Basically, it's a shield. It just absorbs damage but doesn't take away from my health. After that, you'll see the mini-map in the middle, which you can see what rooms are adjacent. We can only see that, and then you can see what type of room it is. After that, you'll see my bomb counter, which with this character won't be as useful because we shoot bombs. But normally, left clicking will be your primary fire, and then right click, you'll toss a bomb out, which is what I just did there. And then after that, you have our money. And down at the bottom, you'll see it says level 1 bilge. So let's go in here. Now the grenade launcher is really good at this part in the game, this stage if you will in development. It's gone through some buffs and right now it's really, really good. A very powerful weapon. The only problem is, if you're kind of a dunce like me, you tend to hurt yourself with it a lot. Alright, now mobility is incredibly important in this game. Pretty much circle strafing, jumping, dodging, the main things you're going to want to do in order to avoid damage and be able to do damage. Now we have your basic room doorway here. This tells you that this next room is not anything particularly special. It's just going to be another procedurally generated room. I believe the whole level is procedurally generated when you load in. But this will be our main boss for the floor. They will always have a specific drop tied to the boss. And basically once we defeat the boss, we have the option to leave from there. But we can explore as much of the floor as we want. We're not forced to leave. And over here, the blue door is a mini boss. They don't have any items specifically tied to them, so you can receive a random item from them. An item that might show up in the shop, or an item that might just be for mini bosses. I'm not sure if you can get dedicated boss drops. I'm not sure about that. I'll have to find out. Okay. Now unfortunately this guy flies around a bit, so he's going to be a little bit harder to hit. If we had sticky bombs, cherry bomb, or floating bombs, he'd be a little bit easier. Nope, bad dodge on my part. Nope, that's not good. I gotta focus more on dodging than shooting. So unfortunately, even though the grenade launcher is by no means weak, it is taking us a really long time simply because it's kind of hard to hit him. This weapon is very much kind of skill based in a way because of the fact that it's not a hit scan weapon like some of the others. It's kind of difficult to hit certain enemies, as you can clearly see here. Oh, come on. Dodge out of the way. Lay some bombs down. I'm starting to get the hang of it, though. Starting to get some of the intervals. Okay, there we go. And we get the magnet. Basically, if you look on the ground, you'll see health, and you'll see armor, and you'll see money. As we get closer, you'll see it kind of attracts into us. That's one of the newer features. That's on every single character. But the magnet makes it so that as long as we're in the room, it automatically picks it up. So we did lose quite a bit of health. We picked up one more heart, but we do have a shield. So let's go ahead and clear over this way, try to work our way towards the shop. Alright, come on. Now I kind of touched on it already, but there are more weapons, or different types of weapons I should say. You saw that there's a Gilead gun, which fires basically like these guys do. It shoots a green ball instead of a red one, or an orange one if you want to call it that. Then there's the sickle, which is on the character Gordon. It basically fires out, spins around, and then comes back. That will always return to you, just so long as it has a path to. Then you have the shotgun, which is a hit scan weapon. It has instant effect, no travel time. Then you have the David Bowie crossbow, and that is a weapon you have to charge up, similar to the sickle. That you also have to charge up. And it has a bit of a travel time to it, which makes it a little bit harder to use. But again, it has a lot higher damage. The shotgun, even though it's a hit scan and can be kind of easier to use, it does have a spread. So that makes it slightly more difficult sometimes. Let's toss in some bombs. Kill this little guy. There we go. Bounce some bombs off the ceiling to get him. That means we picked up everything because we have the magnet. So let's see what we have for sale. Alright, so we can get a mystery box for 200. That could be any item in the game. We can get the sickle for 150, which I'm not currently interested in. Or we can get Shield Lover for 200. Shield Lover will basically make it so that we get, out of the loot drops we do get, it's more common for us to get armor drops. So one thing you want to do when you're using the grenade launcher is kind of find something to bounce the bombs off of if you don't have any augments for the bombs. So the ceiling or the floor, just kind of slide them across the floor or bounce them off the ceiling. If you don't have a good direct shot on your enemy, that should kill him. There we go. Oh no, that didn't make it. There we go. Okay, now head over here. But not only do you have the weapons for the pre-made characters, but there are also other weapons that you get either from buying them in the shop, or earning them from mini-bosses, or from bosses themselves. Such as the rocket launcher, which is similar to the grenade launcher, but it has a straight travel path. There's also the M14, which is a hit scan assault rifle. I believe I've never used it. It hasn't come up for me yet, at least where I can get it for free, and I haven't been able to afford it in the shops yet. But it's a hit scan weapon. I think it's automatic. It might be semi-auto. I'm not sure on that. But I guess that'll do it for us, unless we want. Oh wait, we haven't gone to the boss yet. How could I have forgotten? Alright, so this is going to be an interesting fight with the grenade launcher here. I kind of want to keep my distance. Kind of find that perfect zone where the fuse runs out on the bombs. Oh, that was bad. I let it get underneath me. Come on, bounce it in. Alright, back over here. One of the other weapons you can get is the, oh, that's not good. We're probably going to die here really soon. This is kind of a bad boss to fight. Oh, man. With a grenade launcher. Yep, there it is. That's unfortunate. One of the other weapons you can get is a, we'll start another run here, and we'll use the tank. Try to show off some more of the game. One of the other weapons you can get, as I've been trying to say, is the trident. Which basically, you throw it, and it does mad amounts of damage, but you have to manually go pick it up. So as a tank, we have the shotgun, which as you can see, does a lot of damage, but you can't be too far away, and this character is also really, really slow. Like, painfully slow. I have a lot of health to make up for it, though, so that helps. Alright. Oh, man. There we go. Now, I believe, I'm not 100% on this because I can't quite remember and I haven't gotten there, but I believe there are 7 levels in the game. Normally I get to about the 4th level and end up losing from there. Usually either trying to clear it or trying to find my way to the boss in the shops and all the important rooms. The highest I've ever made it though is to floor 5, and I immediately walked into a room where there was acid on parts of the floor and I just immediately died. I was low on health, there were difficult enemies, there wasn't much I could do about it. Let's take a look at our mini boss room. Alright, so these little hopping guys are bombas. They basically get close and explode, but we use that to our advantage against the boss here. Now, I didn't realize this, but each character must spawn with different amounts of bombs, because Dynamite spawned with 25 bombs. Well, that's unfortunate. I've taken 2 hits of damage. I don't remember doing that. But the tank here only spawns with 10. However, they're not that necessary, because that's GG. Alright, this item is Kiss of Death. That's a slight damage up, so we'll go ahead and take that, no problem. Alright. The barrels, just like any other game, will explode and hurt you and the enemies. I am so bad at accuracy. How do I accuracy? Now, I'm just clicking and firing the shotgun most of the time, kind of choosing my own intervals when to shoot because of the fact that it's got a slow fire rate. But you can go like this and hold down the fire button and try to work your shots in, but I feel like it's less reliable. Alright, so we went that way, so let's just keep working our way this way. There's a shop, we can start making some plans. Alright. Tenchi's gonna come after me. Oh, wow, that was two of them. Tossed a bomb in, took out the, oh man, that's not good. Ooh, took out the Zimbabwe, the little guy. Took out both the Tenchi after I got corner fucked. Alright, there we go, there we go. Okay, that's everybody. Let's go to the shop. Alright, so let's see. M14, spinach, and blowfish. Blowfish is poison damage on each of our shots from our weapon. Spinach, I believe, is a health up and maybe a speed up. I'm not sure. And then the M14 we've already talked about. So in our boss room we have the same exact boss. But with a shotgun this will be significantly easier. I hope. I am rather slow. Alright, let's see. So unlike a lot of other games, there is no contact damage on most of the enemies, unless that's the only kind of damage they do. Most of the enemies, though, tend to shoot at you. So I bumped into these eyes a couple times without taking damage. I've actually ended up landing on the Gilead, the big devil guy's heads multiple times, and just kind of having to stand there because I didn't realize what was going on. Alright, come on. There we go. Alright. We're only at about half health, but we get the double jump, which is going to help a little bit with mobility. Alright, take you out. Alright. Keep going this way, clear out this last room. I was hoping that would hit multiple. Oh, that was bad damage. Alright. Wow, that's really bad. I'm about to lose. I am very bad. Okay, that's 2 hits at least. Alright. So to save myself, I used a couple bombs there, but that's alright. So let's see. $312. We can't buy the M14, which is unfortunate. I'd really like to use it, see how good it is. It's supposed to be really, really good. Blowfish out of the question. Can't afford it. $350, I believe, right? Yeah. So our only option is spinach. Oh no, it's increase health and throw bombs farther. So no speed, unfortunately, but it does give me some extra health, and it is some filled health, so that helps me out a bit. So let's just move on to the next floor. Alright. Let's start making our way this way. And now, starting at the second floor, you have lectors. which are these moth creatures that shoot out the white shots, and those are homing. Any enemy that shoots the white shots are always homing. Alright, try to kill the Tenchi here. Oh, there he is. Sometimes the enemies can be kind of hard to see. Alright. So let's just keep going straight. Alright, a room full of lectors. Pretty much with homing shots, what you want to do is you want to kind of hug the wall and keep moving, because the shots will hit the wall and stop homing. Oh, that's bad. Okay. Make sure the homing shots are gone. Hug this wall. Okay. No special rooms yet, so we'll keep going. Alright, there we go. Unfortunately, accuracy is kind of key in clearing these enemies quickly, and I don't usually have that. Alright, so we found the boss room and the shop. As always, we want to check the shop, kind of make some plans. So we can buy Gilead's gun, we can buy the rocket launcher, or we can buy the lighthouse. Lighthouse, I am not going to get enough money for. Rocket launcher, probably not going to get enough money for. And then Gilead's gun. Even if I got enough money for it, I wouldn't want it. I like the shotgun. So what we're going to do is we're going to start clearing this way. And we're going to worry about the little guy for right now. So because we won't be buying anything in the shop, most likely, unless an absolute miracle happens, we're probably just going to save the money, head down to the next floor, which in all honesty isn't a bad thing, because as you saw from the last floor, can't always afford some of the things, let alone everything. Alright, that room is totally clear, no drops. Oh, that's bad. Okay, took out the devil guy. Gilead. Okay. So, as you might be able to surmise, I'm actually really bad at this game. I take a lot of dumb damage that may or may not be able to be chalked up to lack of experience, considering I haven't played a whole lot of this game. But regardless, even though I do play pretty badly, I definitely enjoy the game. So I don't really rage whenever I die, which can't be said for all games, or even most games. Okay. There we go. Still haven't found the mini boss yet, but that's alright. Maybe this way. Okay, so we found the mini boss. We're going to clear the guy in the middle of the room, hug the walls, and then move in for the lectors. Okay. Now we just got to pick up the money, and head over here. And it's this guy again. He will be significantly easier with a shotgun. Oh, that was a bad dodge on my part. Alright, so jumping not the best option. Jumping directly after the attack is a really good option. Accidentally right-clicked. Now, unlike usual, I am holding down the fire button in an attempt to try to take him down more often and focus more on dodging than actually timing my shots. No, this is Citrus. I believe this is 2 health up and only 1 is filled. Yes. Okay. So we have 1 more room and then we can leave, or go to the boss room, I guess. That was bad. Wow, I didn't know the Tenchi could teleport upwards. Okay. So now we just head over to the boss room. Yeah, it looks like we wouldn't be able to afford anything in this shop anyway, so maybe it's for the best that we don't get anything. Now, every time I've played the tank, I have gone up against Dobby, who drops a health up but speed down, and I do not want that. Every time I take it, it gets me killed. Okay, this has worked just fine. It's not tremendously helpful, but at least it's not the Dobby. So, this here is Skelito. He obviously spawns spiders, but he also has a drop called Skelito's Skull, which gives us the floating bombs. So basically, instead of my bombs arcing and hitting the ground due to gravity, they would just kind of float straight and not be affected by any of that. Alright, that was good bomb placement, good shot placement. Probably the best I've ever done on him. So there it is, and we get going. Now, the benefit to not buying anything out of that shop is we will almost guaranteed be able to buy whatever is in the shop when we find it. And now, since we're on this floor, we start fighting bomb. Oh wow, that guy teleported to me really quickly. But now we start fighting Bombas. Wow. Forgot we could double jump. Alright, I took out the Bomba, it looks like. Alright. There we go. That cost me a lot of health, a lot more than it should have, for sure. So that was really bad play on my part. But let's see. No special rooms. We just gotta keep trucking. Okay, so let's try this direction instead. There's our boss room. But we really want to go to the shop, try to get as much advantages as we can. Come on. Okay. There we go. That's everybody. And that's all the money. So we don't want to go to the boss quite yet. That's a lava room. If you land in the lava, it starts taking your health. I'm not even going to bother. I will go around it at any cost. Alright, this is not a lava room. This is not good. There we go. And that's death. I was afraid of the Bomba catching up to me and chasing me down and killing me, but that's Paranautical Activity. Thank you guys very much for taking a look at this game that I think is very unique, very much popular in the sense that it's got the roguelike elements, which are a big deal nowadays. and it caters to the first-person shooter crowd and the people who like the voxel-style graphics. So this will be an ongoing series. I'll try to cover as many games as I can, and only games that I think people will be interested in. If it's something I think is complete and utter garbage that you wouldn't even want to download, nobody would or should, I won't bother. But that's it for this episode. Thank you very much, and see you.